Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in. Today, we're unpacking some incredibly fascinating and scientifically grounded methods for reclaiming your physical and emotional vigor. We're going to look at the remarkable connections between your daily habits, your body's circulation, and, well, your overall vitality. If you want to understand the true mechanics of stamina without all the usual noise, you are in exactly the right place. So let's get right into it.
Have you ever just caught your reflection in the mirror, or maybe looked at your spouse and felt this quiet, heavy sense of resignation? You've worked so hard your entire life, but lately you might have noticed your body just doesn't respond the way it used to. And it's not merely about physical strength, right? It's that really difficult feeling of kind of becoming a stranger to yourself. The natural signals of your vitality. They might have just started to fade into silence. And honestly, perhaps the most painful part isn't even the physical change. It's seeing that look of pity, or even just quiet compassion in your partner's eyes. It cuts deep because it can make you feel like you've lost your role as the pillar of your home.
But here's the thing. As Dr. Shin Ye-rin, a urologist with over 20 years of experience helping men reclaim their confidence, puts it, the door isn't locked, you just haven't been given the right key. What her research shows us is absolutely crucial. Losing your stamina, it is not a personal failure, and it's definitely not some inevitable life sentence of aging. Actually, fundamentally, it's just a mechanical issue. It's an issue of flow.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The Science of the Flow.
To shift our perspective from the emotional weight of all this over to the fascinating biology behind it, the crucial point you need to know is this. Your vitality is entirely dependent on how efficiently blood flows through the absolute smallest pipes in your body. When we talk about restoring your stamina and your core vitality, we aren't talking about magic pills here. We are focusing intensely on the health, the flexibility, and the robust circulation within your blood vessels.
And at the very center of this mechanism is nitric oxide. Think of this as the ultimate master key of male health. Its primary solitary job is to communicate with your blood vessels, basically telling them to relax and widen out. When your vessels are wide and flexible, instead of stiff and narrow, blood can finally reach those highly sensitive core areas with the sheer pressure and volume needed to literally make you feel reborn.
Right, moving on to Section 2, Unlocking the Circulation Junction.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Now that we know what needs to happen internally, how do we actually trigger it? Well, we start with our first physical prescription for unlocking those blood vessels that have grown constricted, which, let's be honest, is often just due to our modern sedentary habits. It's called the ankle bypass routine. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But if your lower body feels heavy or numb, regardless of how much you walk, it's often because of a bottleneck. There is a specific circulation junction right near your ankle. By simply taking 3 minutes a day to do dedicated ankle rotations and stimulate specific pressure points, you create a physiological bypass. You're effectively unlocking peripheral circulation in your feet, which then sends a powerful surge of blood flow directly back up to your core pelvic vitality centers. It's literally a mechanical fix for a mechanical problem.
Section 3. The Golden Vitality Ratio. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that physical movement is only half the equation. We also need to provide your body with the exact right biological fuel. And this relies on two incredibly simple ingredients that are probably sitting right in your kitchen cabinet right now. On a strict molecular level, honey isn't just a sweetener, it's a high-speed delivery vehicle. It absorbs in just 10 to 15 minutes, providing a massive metabolic spark. Plus, it contains antioxidants that protect the delicate lining. Think of it as the inner paint of your blood vessels so blood just glides easily. On the other side, we've got walnuts. Walnuts are absolutely packed with an amino acid called arginine. Remember nitric oxide from a minute ago? Well, your body uses arginine to create that exact master key to widen your vessels. And on top of that, the omega-3s in walnuts reduce that quiet, systemic inflammation that makes senior men feel so stiff and exhausted.
When you put them together, you get this powerful synergy. They just work flawlessly together. The honey actively protects the walnut's healthy fats from breaking down. In return, those walnut fats ensure that the sugar from the honey is absorbed nice and slowly into your system. So, what does that mean for you? It means long-lasting, highly stable energy. You get that immediate spark, but totally without the exhausting crash that usually follows.
Okay, Section 4. Your Daily Restoration Ritual.
So how do we practically apply this golden ratio? Let's break down the specific step-by-step method. Because when it comes to biology, timing is literally everything. For your new evening routine, here's what you do. Have your dinner, wait about 2 to 3 hours, and then, shortly before you get ready for bed,
You consume exactly 1 small teaspoon of natural honey mixed with 2 to 3 whole walnuts. Now do not overdo it. More is not better here. Consistency is the real secret. Why this exact timing? Because your hormones, primarily your testosterone, are produced while you're in deep sleep, specifically between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. By eating this right before bed, you're directly handing your body the raw materials it desperately needs to repair your system and pump out those hormones overnight.
And the results? They really do speak for themselves. Dr. Shin shared this remarkable anecdote about a 72-year-old patient who honestly felt his life as a vital man was completely over. But he committed to this simple walnut and honey ritual, alongside just a 30-minute daily walk. Within just 6 weeks, he walked back into her office, looked her right in the eye, and said that for the first time in years, he finally felt like himself again. That right there is the power of biological consistency.
Now, as with any health explainer, we absolutely must cover some essential medical guardrails. If you have diabetes, you do need to be careful with the honey. Limit it to maybe half a teaspoon, and absolutely never consume it on an empty stomach. Secondly, if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, you need to consult your doctor first because the omega-3 fatty acids in the walnuts can sometimes interact with those medications. These are just responsible, safe guardrails to make sure this natural routine helps you rather than hinders you.
Section 5. Reclaiming more than stamina. Let's bring this all full circle, because while the biology of nitric oxide and peripheral blood flow is utterly fascinating, the end goal isn't just about biological stamina, is it? It's about what that stamina allows you to do. Ultimately, vitality is beautiful, but a connected heart is what makes that vitality last a lifetime. The entire purpose of unlocking your physical energy with these methods is to use that newfound energy to reach out. Use it to hold your spouse's hand, to offer a word of gratitude, and to confidently step back into your role as the pillar of your home. The physical boost? It's really just the bridge back to your most important emotional connections.
Which brings us to a deeply provocative question from our source material. Are you starting again tomorrow? If you're ready to stop resigning yourself to just getting old, if you truly believe your best days are waiting for you to wake them up, I want you to leave a comment below saying, I am starting again tomorrow. Make that promise to yourself. And please, subscribe to stay with us on this continuing journey of structured, clear health explainers. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.